Good morning.
Good morning.
I
scared myself looking at myself.
What?
Yeah.
We've already had our work-life coffee
Oh, yes.
this morning.
Which I think we have another shipment we got to go get
Oh, that's exciting.
from the posties.
But, so, today our plans might have fell through. Hopefully not. We'll maybe speak more detail tomorrow about it.
Yeah. There's going to be great plans. Good plans.
Great plans.
And, unfortunately, didn't work out. So,
Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
We gotta make some phone calls. But,
At this point, it hasn't worked out.
but last night we hung out with Ma, Grill Sergeant. They came into town. It was my stepsister's, so Grill Sergeant's daughter, her birthday, and then 10-year survival cancer. So went and celebrated.
Yeah.
What did Mom bring us?
Well, first off, it was way past her bedtime.
Oh,
It started at... We got there at 6:30.
it was a surprise party.
Yeah, got there at 6:30. We were already tired. But your mom called, said, make sure to bring your cooler. We got some goodies.
Yeah.
And 2 things of pulled pork, half a rack of ribs, and cookies.
Ma is the...
From Florida.
Yeah, if you guys have been around, you know, she'll bring us, like, she'll seal, what is that called? Like,
Air seal.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
air seal, freeze it, and then fly
Yeah.
with food.
Normally it's like lasagna.
Yeah. From
that.
Florida to for us.
Yeah. Which
It's
really, I'm starting to learn, they're just cleaning out their fridge.
No.
They're trying to make room and then giving us leftovers. I'm just kidding.
But-
no, it's always, you just never know what to expect when she's around.
It's so funny.
Yeah. But we were there just for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then went back home and stuff. But it was cool just to kind of get away, I guess, get out of the elements here for a minute. You guys know that we've been training the dogs here and getting everything set up for them, and then to keep them here, especially during hunting season, and then we don't want them roaming, and we have a little bit of fencing left to do, and once that's all done, hopefully everything will be taken care of and they won't try to get out or anything. But you guys, I did the video. There wasn't much to the video. It was just me being silly. But I said there was a surprise or a clue, and as far as we know, we're not pregnant.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, you never know. We don't know, but that wasn't the clue.
Yeah, I guess people didn't watch to the end where you said, and it's not my shirt.
It's not my shirt. So people,
You gotta stop playing with people's emotions
but
like that.
why did I buy the shirt?
I don't know.
It was funny, and it was on sale at Walmart. And then
okay.
I cut the sleeves off and just made it a work shirt. And then people over the time started commenting, I think they're telling us signs. Yeah, every time I'm pooping in there, I hear stuff falling on the camper. But yeah, it wasn't that. But well, we are very excited. Like I said, we are karma, I guess. Good karma is really coming around, and things are working out. And even though we said earlier some of our plans didn't work out, but
I still have a little bit of faith with it.
yeah, so we're pretty excited about everything. I guess as far as channel content, it's about to change. It's not going to be the same old that it's been for a little bit now. If that's not a clue, I don't know what to tell you. But it took long enough. It took long enough. That's all I'm going to say. And things are finally coming around and looking good and working out. And again, it's just one of those things that maybe it's just a lesson to learn patience and know everything happens for a reason, and whatever the case may be. Patience is the hardest thing for us to learn, me especially. But I don't know. Coming up very, very soon, you guys are really gonna like it. You guys are at first you're gonna be taken back, be like, what? Why are y'all? What are y'all doing? Wait, what? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be like, whoa, you guys ain't playing around. I know that's all vague.
I know, and that's what it's kind of hard to.
We don't want to ruin the surprises.
Yeah, and then again, kind of like what you said the other days, you don't want to say in case plans change, which
kind of like some of our plans already started changing.
Yes.
And I didn't want to say too much, but
yeah.
Yeah. So it is one of those things that we've definitely learned being on the internet, and you have a following. That's just so many people listening.
No.
Hey, get down.
No.
They can jump these fences like nothing. But if you get excited and you start saying, man, we might do this, might do this, might do that, a lot of people really get mad when you don't do it.
Or if it doesn't happen right then and there.
Even though we just say, we might do this, we might do that, or, oh, we're thinking this.
Like, you lie!
Yeah, and it's just like, no.
Yeah.
It's just ideas in our head that we're excited about.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. We're listening to a Joe Rogan podcast, and the guy's very spontaneous. Took him a long time to grow up. He just kind of, I guess, grow up in the eyes of everybody. Mm-hmm. But, like, very spontaneous, very whatever. And he's like, have you ever had a concussion? And the guy's like, yeah, when I was young, you know. And I used to skateboard and do BMX and hit my head a lot. And especially at the original Off-Grid, I fell off and hit my head where I just, like, woke up on the ground. I'm curious if a little brain damage has gotten to me.
I think everybody can attest to there's probably some brain damage. Just kidding.
We're talking about you too.
What?
Yeah, you're just as bad.
No, they were talking about it's like impulse control, and there's one gear which is all the way, and a lot of times that's with like substance abuse, and that's not you though. So
yes, it is with sugar.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But you've always been that way. You've always had the biggest sweet tooth.
But also, like anything that I've ever wanted to do, I mean, it's just, there is no first gear, second gear, third. It's just fifth gear, let's go. And, I mean, it's just full speed ahead, everything I've ever wanted to do. And a lot of people can't relate to that, and I think that's why I get a lot of flack for jumping to a project or getting burned out or whatever. It's like, I can't help it that I just want to go full speed.
Lucy.
Whenever I get excited about something. I mean, it's like,
I think that's human nature, though. Like, I
don't think a lot of people are like that.
Well, I think a lot of people, they want to go full speed when it's something that you're excited about, and it is also human nature to get burnt out and then not want to work on that anymore.
Well, yeah, but I think a lot of people don't even go for it in the beginning. I think they want it, but they don't go for it. But I don't know. I just always have been the type that's just like, let's go, like, let's just hit it hard, and then that's all I can think about. That's kind of why I don't bring up to Danielle anymore about, man, one day we should get a houseboat, because then that's all she'll focus on. Or, you know, like, oh, it'd be cool to have like an old truck, and then it's like all we'll focus on, you know.
Yeah.
It's stuff that we want. It's what everybody, you know, has these dreams and ambitions and whatever they want, but a lot of people don't go after them. And we've just learned we have to try to like dial in what we actually talk about, and because we'll get super excited. And I don't know, it's unfortunate, I guess, because you guys, some of y'all know, we have the older 4Runner, and we got the rooftop tent, and we built out stuff for it, and we're, you know, doing all the stuff that a lot of y'all don't even know, really, I guess, been behind the scenes. But the hardest part is like putting it on pause and knowing that, like, I want to do this so bad. I want to just go camping. I want to finish building out this 4Runner and go do all this. But priority is, how do we take care of the slab being ready? How do we take care of the animals? How do we you know, there's just so many things, like trying to get building materials to build a house and just everything. You got to put that on pause, and it's like I die a little bit on the inside.
Yeah. Which I watched, it was like this Jordan Peterson clip, which is like being a grown-up is putting those like boyish or girlish wants and desires aside to accomplish the bigger picture. and then you can always come back to it. But
Yeah.
that's very much a summarized version of what he said. But I was like,
Yeah.
I need to hear that.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a big thing for me is like, I'm not the best musician in the world, but I truly enjoy it. And I wish I had a studio. I wish I had a place set up where I could do video work and green screen stuff and do effects. And I wish we could build out the full runner. Like, there's so many things that I find like that I have interest in, but not be able to do it. I guess it gets me down a little bit sometimes to where I'm just like, man, like, I can't even have fun. I can't even do the things that I want to do.
We both are like that.
Yeah, and that's part of the burnout with some of the stuff for me at least. Like, oh, I'm having to build this fence or this house, and I want to be doing this instead. And I understand that it's your adult responsibilities to do it. I'm very much aware. I'm 40 years old, but who made the rule that you have to grow up a certain way? Who made the rule that you have to like stop going after the things that you love that aren't necessarily quote unquote like the norm, what you're supposed to do as an adult? You know, like you see these people that are 80, 70, 80, 90 years old, but they're still running around all, you know, joking and doing stuff, and they've just been themselves forever. They never change. Then you have some people that at a very young age, they think that they have to mature and be an adult and talk a certain way and do a certain thing, and it's like, I'd rather be the old goofy guy than serious young guy. Like, just be who you are.
Exactly. I think it was just more so too, though. It's sometimes you have to put it aside to accomplish things, but that doesn't necessarily mean to change and you have to be the serious person or you're, I don't know.
Yeah, I just think every now and again you got to do something that you truly enjoy. Sometimes you got to put your adult responsibilities on hold to keep that spark alive, to keep it going, because if you don't, I mean, you're gonna be miserable. And unfortunately in life, the older I get, luckily I'm 40, you start to learn a lot of people are miserable, and it's sad because why? Everything was made up by humans. Everything. So who made the rules, and who said you have to follow those rules, and why do you have to be? I know so many people that are miserable working 9-to-5 jobs. They hate their life, but they do it because they feel like they have to do it. But it's like, why? I would rather make less money and be insanely happy doing what I love than to make a ton of money but be miserable Monday through Friday.
I say sometimes it's not a ton of money. They have to do that to even just survive.
Just to break even.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's why. That's what will make you miserable 100%.
But it's like, you don't have to. Maybe get rid of your cable and your other stuff. Don't go out to eat. You know, there's ways around it, and that's something that, I don't know, it gets us a lot to where we'll be miserable for a little bit because we're like, golly, we're sacrificing not doing this, or we don't even go out.
It's like we sacrifice so much with little comfort so we can have comfort.
But then you're miserable during it. You're like, why am I doing this then? What's the point? But then you just have to, like, I think reality is you got to go do something. At that point, when you get to that point, you got to go do something that you enjoy. And it'll remind you, oh, I get it. This is why we sacrifice. This is what we're going after. Almost every time we'll leave and we'll go on J Week or whatever, you know, go to Colorado for a week. It just happens that it's around my birthday. But we'll go, and every time I'm, like, out there, clearly I want to stay gone forever and never want to come back. Just want to camp all the time. But I do think, like, man, like, when we get back, like, I'm ready to, like, build this, or I'm ready to do this. Like, you get the break and you're like, oh, when we're done building a house and we're comfortable, we get to go camping more often. So I want to get back and build. And, you know, people are always like, well, why not y'all building? I want to see you build. Again, we said this 100 times. We want to see us build more than you want to see us build. I guarantee that. It's just, there's certain things out of our control. And, again, we're doing it, I think, it would be the unconventional way, but I think it's the way that I definitely prefer. We're not getting loans. We're not getting all that. We want to, as we go,
We're just
paying
paying as
for
we
it.
go.
Yeah, and it's harder to do that than get
go.
Yeah, and it's harder to do that than get a $200,000 loan and then just hire everything out. Which, to each their own, but I feel like for us, when we're done here, we're done. We're not still paying on it. We're not doing that. And I'd rather go a little slower. I'd rather it take 3 years and do it by paying it off as we go than get a 15-year loan and then you're done, but you're still paying it. Well, then now I can't go on vacation and do the stuff I want because we're still paying, this much money. And so it's not really the conventional way or whatever. But I guess what I'm getting at is I think we need a vacation.
Yeah.
To reel us back in. And I don't think any of y'all would even be remotely upset that watch this if we went on a vacation, just because of all the little things that have happened to us over the last little bit. Just a getaway would be great, and then start fresh and mentally, I guess. But as of right now, we don't have time for a vacation because things are happening, and you guys are going to see it, and it'll all make sense, and it'll all be worth the wait, I think. Them cows over there are always just screaming.
Right? That sounded like a man, not a cow.
Maybe
That's
it's
crazy.
the neighbor, and he told his wife that her cooking wasn't good, and he ran out. He's running. Anyways, guys, hopefully y'all have a good one. Hopefully our plans will work out today. If not, we'll roll with the punches and just figure it out. It's what we're kind of good at this point, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
When it doesn't go well, just do something else. That's not a good quote, but it's kind of how we live.
Something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, we didn't really eat breakfast this morning,
No.
so we're gonna have to figure something out.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Yeah, we had
As
our
per
coffee.
usual.
Yeah, had our coffee and had like a nibble for breakfast, so we need to get some food in our system, get the day going. But you guys are gonna really like the next many videos from us coming up. Things are finally, hopefully, happening if all goes according to plan. So, maybe. I didn't reckon. We're matching.
Oh, we're matchy.
Yeah. Yeah. Mayor. You know what that's from?
No, you've done this before and I forgot.
Mayor. Back to the Future. What's his name? Goldie Hawn? No, what's his
Goldie
name?
Hawn.
Mayor Goldie something.
I don't know.
And then he goes back and he said, "And you're the mayor. Mayor, I'm gonna clean up this place." And then the guy gives him the broom. We'll start with this. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I love Back to the Future. I could watch those probably every day and never get tired of it.
What movie can I watch? What movie?
The Hobbit. We've been
No.
watching about 400 weeks at
Lord
this
of the
point.
Rings.
It's all the same.
Lord of the Rings is so much better than The Hobbit.
But we've been watching all of them. We're just watching The Hobbit.
Yeah, because I just watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
so
she
then
watches them 10 minutes at a time.
I fall asleep.
We're not joking here. About every night, she's like, "What do you want to watch?" And then she'll put on Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, and she'll watch 5 minutes, go to sleep, and the next day says same thing.
Well, I'll wake up in the middle of the night, watch some more,
and
go
then
back to sleep for an
Yeah.
hour, wake up, watch a little bit more, and then start it over.
So, if y'all think we're bad about projects, we're
Hey.
even worse when we watch movies.
But we finished the movies.
Yeah, what's up, brother? Why'd you do that? What's up, brother? All right, guys. Bye.